Folks, listen, we hear it all the time. I've heard it for decades. I'm quite sure anyone that's been paying attention and hear it all the time. You, in one hand, in one movement, you have certain people. Oh yeah, I got the OnePlus watch to match the OnePlus phone. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Oh, I got the earbuds too. So I'm in the OnePlus ecosystem. What the hell was I thinking? But this camera is awesome. Hasselblad. 3 lenses and all the other stuff. Anyway, you hear that. They get on podcasts, they get on TV shows, they get on radio programs, and redlining always comes in, which redlining was a thing. And in certain places with people that wear very small hats, redlining is still a thing. Well, technically, they found a way around it. See, you can't say we redlined you out of a house, out of getting a spot, if none of them are for sale. See, we'll buy up, okay, I'm going to just pull a number straight out of from behind my ear. It's 150 houses in this little cove here in this little neighborhood. And so to keep anyone out that we don't want here, we'll buy all 150 houses. Okay? So there's no house for you to buy, because when you go on, what is it, Zillow, something like that, you know what I'm saying, like you searching for a house or something, and you looking in that area, it shows none. Look, Samantha, what do you want? Sam is something else. Can I have some me time, or you just gotta crash the show, right? Well, there's my answer, right? So so when you do the search, no houses are available in that area for sale, even though there are, but they're just traded amongst each other through their own little clique. Which is legal. It's legal. It's not against the law. But anyway, so you hear that all the time. Besides stuff like that, you hear the cries all the time. I said, but wait a minute, but you in hoods, dilapidated hoods, that stuff is for sale. I don't want that shit. Okay, but who the one that chewed it up? I know, white supremacy. Got it. So you have that, but you want to live somewhere else, but you claim white supremacy and the evil white man, but you don't want to live in the hood. You want to move out of the hood to where the people are at that you're complaining about. All right, let's skip that aspect on it. Let's get into let's get down to brass tacks. The land part is no big deal. Here's newsflash. With the exception of your Bensonhursts and places like that, I gotta throw this jab in. Why do y'all try to use certain neighborhoods and cities, parts of higher end cities and neighborhoods, as examples for places that you know you can't afford? How is that an example? It's man, they won't sell me this Mercedes Benz. Dude, you make $50,000 a year. See, the dude that make $250,000 a year, he ain't complaining about Benz prices. He ain't complaining about, Porsche Carrera prices. You are. Stay within your pocket. Don't pay them talking heads any attention, because that's what they are. A talking freaking head. Anything, they'll say stuff. Notice when they talk about stuff like that, and redlining and the redistricting and all this other stuff, is always someone from the left telling you what you can't get, even though somehow they got it. Well, I ain't on the left. Now, and I ain't about no redistricting either, unless you try and infringe on mine. So the way I get back, you infringe on mine, I infringe on yours. You want to cut this side away from me? Well, I'm trying to cut the opposite side away from you, and I'll repopulate it. Don't with me, because you'll come for your pound of flesh and you'll leave missing an arm. You wrong guy. Just leave me alone. So anyway, buy land. And when I say buy land, I ain't gonna sound like them. I'll tell you what I did. See, notice they never tell you how they got what they got, or where they got what. And I tell people, I ain't nowhere near a millionaire. I'm a thousandaire. That's it. I'm a thousandaire. Million? Hell no. Thousandaire? Yeah. It fluctuates. It goes up and down with business, because I'm tied into my business. And as my business, so goes my business, so goes me. And it goes up and down. And right now it is down in this damn economy. But anyway, let them oil wells open back up. I'll be okay. But we got to get who out of it. We got to get... Is it time for dessert? We got to get him out of there first. But they never tell you how they got there. They just tell you what you can't get. Dude. And this is something else, and I've said this before to people of... These people done figured it out. A lot of them. Not all of them, because a lot of them is dumb as a box of rocks too. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about the ones that's moving around a little bit. These, I just can't. You can't get them out of that hood mentality, and they wonder why they stuck in the life that they have. It's your thought process. No one's keeping you where you're at but you, and your attitude and your way of doing business. I'll tell you the truth. I've said it plenty of times. Where I live, if I see anybody pick a color and they rolling in and they got the ride and they got the dunk with the dubs and the long, boom, 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 yeah, shot that bitch, no, you won't be here long. No, we're going to get rid of you. All of us. And it's black, white, mainly black and white. Got a couple of Hispanics here. We getting rid of you. You leave that over there. You don't bring that crap over here. You leave that over there. Okay? Bought the first spot on credit. Didn't have... Oh, dang. Here we go again. Let's start again. Credit. How are you making these cries about redlining and this, that, and other, and blah, blah, blah? You know what fixes credit problems? Cash. Ask me how I know. Now, I don't have credit problems anymore. Last time I checked, my credit score was 738. But I ain't checked in a while, because when you check it, you lose a point or so. Or somebody run your credit for something? No, man, don't run my nothing. But that was the last time I checked, and it's been a while. It was 738. 728, 738. I want to say it's 738. But it could be 728, which still ain't bad, but I think it's 738. Anyway, cash is king. You don't have to be a doctor or a dentist or all this other stuff to have something where you can make some money. Number one. Number two, them ones y'all talking about got a shit ton of college debt, student debt, $100,000 in college debt, $120,000 of college debt, $62,000 of college debt. And you trying to drive a 300C, the all-wheel drive version. Like, man, that's a $70,000 car. You look, if you got a $70,000 job, you shouldn't be driving a $70,000 car. Why not? Look, if you got a 70,000, all things being, now if you paying hella child support, got all kind of auxiliary bills, credit cards ran to the max, you might ought to be riding a bicycle or riding a bus until you get all that out of the way. But just nominal things, if you make 70K, your car shouldn't cost no more than 40. No more, a maximum. You make 50K, you need to be driving a $15,000 car. And here the killer part, you can get a decent car for 15K. Yeah, but man, I gotta get something to impress the hoes, man. Oh, you mean the hoes that you say that you don't want because they baby mom? Let me not get into that either. Look, don't you trying to outspend your bank account. Look, if you got to chase your wallet, if your wallet is faster than you hustling backwards. Get you a piece, find you a piece. It ain't even got to be usable for what you need. You can land as collateral. Still remember, boy, I wish Irv C was in here because he know this better than I do. Irv C got y'all have no idea. That's my dog, and he is sharp. He's sharp. And on how stuff like that moves. But buy it. You live in the hood or whatever the hell. Are you prepared to leave the hood? Do you have the mindset to leave the hood? To get out of where you at? Or pay for it if you ain't got child support and all that other crazy crap, and just pay for it and stay where you at. Stay where you at. Find out how the taxes, because you can find out what your tax rate and all that other stuff, the estimated annual tax will be before you even purchase it. Takes about 2 minutes. It's simple math. It's very simple math. Acreage, structures, right of way, causeway, what utilities that's on it, if any, and what school district it's in, if any. Your county tax assessor collector can tell you how much, can give you an estimated annual tax, what the annual taxes is on that property before you even buy it. Or the person that already has it, they're paying taxes on it, and that's public record. This is not hard. This is not hard. What we got here? What do you want? Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. What the hell are we doing here? Get your own little piece. Hold on a second. Buy you something affordable. Normally, the further away out you get from the incorporated area, the cheaper it is. You don't have to live there. You can get it as collateral. A lot of people do it all the time. Buy 2 acres. The average person has no idea how much land 2 acres is. 2 acres is a lot. People, oh, only 2 acres. You live in the city? Yeah. You do? Yeah. City block? Yeah. I said, I said 2 acres. I said, with normal size front and backyard, he just gonna picture me to death, ain't he? All I gotta do is try to make some content for y'all, and everybody starts screwing with me. It's collateral. 2 acres. Now, oh man, in downtown Los Angeles, a 1/4 acre. Man, I'm tired of you Negroes with that dumb shit. Shut up. We'll go somewhere with the best thing for you to say with that crap is nothing. Only thing you're doing is showing the world how stupid you are. Let them have to figure that out for their own. Don't do their homework for them. Shut up. Hell, know what you should say when you really don't know something? What? Nothing. Shh. Be quiet. Watch the show. You might pick up something on the cool. Don't get out there with your gums bumping. I didn't have people talk to me. Man, what you got? Man, what do you make? I only make this much. Where you stay? Well, me and such and such. Well, how much disposable income do you have? Well, after I pay all my... Dude, you ain't in no position to be trying to buy nothing. You need to find a way to increase your financial output, intake, productivity first. What should I do? What do you know? Well, you can't help everybody. It ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. It's not. That's no diss. It's not, because technically it ain't for me. I know where to stop. See, that's the difference. Know where to stop. Okay, yeah, you got that. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, I ain't trying to buy no skyscraper. Number one, like I said, I ain't no millionaire. I'm a thousandaire. So that ain't even in the cards. I don't even want nothing to do with that part of the game. Nothing. I'll leave that to the Billionaire Boys Club. I don't want to be in their club. I want to stay in the smaller club. I play in the D League. I don't care. Oh, you a D League player? Yeah, but I dunk on you. Okay, we can play to 12, and I can give you 10, and you won't score a point. So, but anyway, if you weren't about flash and pizzazz, you ain't gonna make it in that game. Just it ain't for you. Just watch from the cheap seats. For everybody else, don't listen to them that tell you all the redlining and what the banks do. Is there some janky banks? Yes. Is this, that, and other? Yes. At the end of the day, it comes down to you. Do the math. Read the fine print. Actually sit there and read them 5 pieces of paper before you sign anything. If there's anything you don't know, you got phrases you don't know, you can go to Black's Dictionary. I think it's Black's because I got my own. Black's is a dictionary for lawyers. I got one. Buy one. Go buy one. Buy one from Amazon. It's cheap insurance. It's dirt cheap insurance for losing out thousands and thousands of dollars. You'd rather do that, risk doing that, than to buy a damn book and read it or use it as reference when you see legalese phrases that you don't understand? Really? Look, there's lots of nuances to this. Lots of nuances to this. But some people make it harder than what it has to be. Get you a piece, find a piece, do some research. This thing been sitting, and I'm not talking property with houses with abandoned houses on it. Now, if you want to get into that, if you ain't a handyman, you don't have any type of carpentry or plumbing or electrical skills, you might want to skip that, because there's a whole bunch of people that got into try to get into that rent house thing and then lost their asses. They're the housing version of the box truck gang, and y'all know how many of them things I pick up. Hell, we picked up 2 last week. One of them, what was this, a couple of weeks ago? Dude, we come to work. I come to work, and here's a truck parked at the gate. And I come, well, Adam was on duty last night, and I call him, ¿Qué pasó, boss? Wait a minute. ¿Qué pasó, boss? Adam, yeah, ¿qué quieres? What's with this truck? What truck? The one that's parked at the gate. What gate? Our gate. I don't know what to tell you. There was no truck there when I left. Huh. Okay. Go to the truck, open it, note on the inside, paperwork, contact. Dude was basically, he just turned it in. And I ain't got nothing even to do with him, but I guess they must have told him that they had called us, because dude called and asked. I'm like, no, man, we don't do repos. We are not into the repossession business. I don't want nothing to do with the repossession business. Well, your counsel, I said, no, we just pick up abandoned trucks, because there's a truck stop in our county, and you know what I mean, and abandoned, and the constable will go out there. Now, constable can go on private property and authorize us to take vehicles off. That's it. A cop can't do it. A sheriff's deputy can't do it. A trooper can't do it. The only person that can do that is a constable. I need to do a vehicle impound stream. I need to do a stream. Well, I've done a stream on this before, but nobody came. But then the comment section was full of a whole bunch of questions that I could have answered then. But get you something. I mean, look, $15,000. People, man, they wanted $20,000 for 1 acre. And they got a 2-acre minimum. And because remember, I told y'all how to read them signs, what the numbers are. You see, I'll make up something. 4/20. And just on the, what the hell does that mean on the sign? That means this plot is 20 acres. They'll subdivide, or it may sometimes it just say will subdivide, but you see those numbers mean that you have to buy a minimum of 4 acres. They ain't gonna sell you no half an acre or 1 acre or none of this other stuff. 4/20 mean you got to buy at least a minimum of 4 acres. You can buy more, but it's a 20-acre plot, 4-acre minimum. And then, which end do you have right of way? Do you have access? Is it on a corner lot? Corner lots, the taxes is higher. Corner lots, the taxes is higher, regardless of the size of the land. 10 acres with 1 entrance versus 10 acres on a corner. The taxes, the land is going to be higher, and more than likely the taxes is going to be higher as well. Don't ask me why. Long story. It just is what it is. Where you can get in on something like that. A lot of stuff to buy is stuff that the owner is financing, because there's a lot of people that's getting up there in age and checking out. And I'm telling, especially once you get out of the city, that they kids is gone. Kids is gone. They don't want nothing to do with this. They done moved to fill in the blank, you know, to live their 20s and 30s. And then when they get 40, 50, they're going to be like, oh shit, man, we should have kept that land from dad. I don't want to live in downtown Houston no more at 55 years old, you know, crap like, sorry, should have kept your ass in Conroe, or, you know, or wherever. I'm just using Conroe. I just threw Conroe in there. But yeah, stuff like that. And you get in owner finance. The first piece I bought was owner finance. I had to buy 1 acre up front, and he financed the next 3. But I had to buy 1 outright, because see, that locks you in. And it was $15K. It's $15K an acre. And so I paid my $15K. He financed the rest. Man, that's a lot of money. No, it's not. A lot of y'all driving cars that cost more than that. Tell me you ain't. That's $45,000. Gave him 15. I own this one here, even though I don't have the paperwork on it, but it's in the bill of sale. Then, well, I said, well, how long? What's your car note? Well, you got 3-year note, 4-year note. So you can pay off a 3 or 4-year car note for a $50,000 car, but you can't pay off a 5-year note for $45,000 worth of land. That when it's done, it's yours. And watch your zoning. Is it residential, commercial, industrial, or there is no zone? Because the further out you got, like where I'm at, there ain't no zone. Zone? You're in the middle of freaking nowhere. Different story too. Anyway, I'm cutting this short because I know this is way long, and I doubt if anybody watched it this far. I really doubt it. So I'll wait on the comments about the zoning and all this other stuff and finance and whatnot, and that'll tell me that they didn't watch it to the end, which is cool. I probably need to do another stream on this. We done a stream on this. Oh my goodness, but that's been at least 5-6 years ago. At least 5-6 years ago. This was years before the coup, and we've been out of the coup for what, 2-3 years? And the coup was 2 years and some change. So yeah, it's been about 6-7 years at least since I've done that. Anyway, y'all be good and be safe. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.